it makes a huge difference with the neodymium and without the neodymium, without any filter. Because if I take off the filter, first the sky will get a bit pinkier because of the infrared, because the neodymium has infrared cut and ultraviolet. The stars the same, and will get blown, at least with this kind of telescope. And the light pollution will pop more. It will be a less dark background. From there, according to your kind of bortle or kind of sky, you may need to increase the aggressiveness of the filter until you reach, for instance, someone that lives in a bortle 9 in the city. Usually it's easier to deal with narrow band, because these soft filters, light pollution filters, soft ones, usually don't work well in those circumstances. Although there's people like Talal that is in our Discord server also, and it's a member of this community. He does a great job in bortle 9 with just a new HC filter. But remember that what he does is astrophotography, and that those skills matter. The difference to the image after processing, it's huge. So that makes the difference. But in astrophotography you can do anything you want, anything. So the pure feeling is with the live image. We try to improve here the things to get the true original live image the best we can on the screen. And that also will help people that like astrophotography, because at the end, all the frames that you save, if you want, all the frames that are stacked and that you save, Ray, I think it does that, will be better if you can improve like this. Or you can save those frames without any improvements also, and use them in another astrophotography software. Usually if you have a good and powerful astrophotography software, usually you don't make these improvements on the screen, because usually you don't want to see anything on the screen, you want to see a posteriori. So you save without any improvements here in the live stacking, and then you do those improvements in the post-processing workflow, and you can do anything. Basically today you can do, if you invest in astrophotography, you can do anything, but through a path of manipulation of the image. It's the truth. Depends on our goals. The Baader Neodymium is like an infrared ultraviolet filter on steroids. I mean, it does everything that the infrared ultraviolet filter does, but it also cuts a bit, just a bit, of other wavelengths of light pollution, but very soft. I'll show you. So this is the graphic of the Baader Neodymium. If it was infrared, the infrared cuts only from here to the right, so it's cutting the Baader Neodymium. It does the same, and here to the left, the ultraviolet, it's to the left here. So this cut here and this cut to the right is the same of the infrared, but notice that it cuts almost until the end here, these wavelengths here, that the infrared lets pass. The infrared let this band pass. So the infrared, the graphic, it's like this, all at the top here. It doesn't have these falls here, you see? It's an interesting filter, because it cuts just a bit here, a bit here. It's very effective with the light pollution from the old sodium and those kind of street lights that we still have here. That yellowish glow in the horizon from the city, it's good on that. But as any filter, broadband filter, it's not any of them can do a great job with the LEDs, the white ones. But as they are mixed, then you see the glow of the city at the horizon. It helps to cut and to darken the background. So beautiful nebula with only 4 minutes.